Welcome back to Chrono Trigger. Been a long time, I know, just busy scheduling. We are stuck here. We got attacked by Dalton.
And I guess he fucked with the user interface because no one's got shit. Except for Isla, she has fists.
He kind of knocked us out and stole all our shit.
I find it funny that Isla still has like fists. I mean, because obviously he cannot steal her fists.
Well, her weapon is literally just punching things. So what are you gonna do?
Could you imagine if somehow she didn't have fist on the user interface? It was like, what the fuck's stopping you, Isla?
They could have handcuffed her or something, tied her arms together. Yeah, we can try and escape. Oh shit! We're kind of in the air right now. Plus, we kind of need our crap back. But this is the Blackbird. I don't know if that's the official translation, but it's the Woolsey translation, so we'll go with it.
Well, it's black. Kind of resembles a bird. Therefore, well, it's Blackbird.
It's more like a dark green, but okay, close enough.
The dark green bird doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Anyway, we're kind of locked in here. But there's a vent. So let's just jump through it. Because why not?
So, right, this is the stealth section, right?
Yes. It's technically a stealth section. It's really just... At least it's not as tedious as the stealth section that's in Skyward Sword.
Act sick.
Yeah, there's two different things you can do. You can go through the air vent, or you can... do this.
Okay, who the fuck is gonna believe Robo?
This one inept guard. Punch. Good job, Robo.
It's like, why would they care for a machine though? At the very least, not that they really care, but it's just all like, all of a sudden, why?
Because that's one way you can get out. You can go through the vent, but the reason why you have to do that is I think well, we're going to find out now. It's been a while since I recorded this. I do have the entire game recorded, so we just have to commentate on it. And there's actually not that many parts left. There's only like 20 parts left.
Alright, I think you have to use these vents to see the patterns of the enemy movement to avoid them, like, preemptively. Yeah.
I mean, if you have Ayla on your team, you can just brute force your way through this. There's really nothing stopping you from doing that, other than Ayla's going to be the only one that gets experience and stuff, because she's the only one that can fight.
Screw it.
But if you don't care...
I would do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't care about that, then you can just brute force your way through it, as long as Ayla's on your team.
Exactly. And if she's not on your team, what the hell is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding.
Now, if she's not on your team, I think what happens is if you get spotted, they just throw you back into the room.
In the room with the passed out guard?
Yeah, the room where you start in, and you just got to go through it again. I've never done this without having Ayla on my team, so I don't know what happens if you don't have her. I've never not had her in this section, because there's really no reason not to. For one, Ayla's by far the strongest character in the fucking game.
Yep.
Unless you... Like, the only way you can make anyone stronger than her is if you forcefully make them stronger using tabs.
Yeah, that could work.
Other than that, there's really no reason not to. So this guy's knocked out, and yay, we got Luca's equipment back, so now Luca's okay.
Yeah, she can fight again.
The nice thing, too, is the game automatically re-equips you.
That's good. That's good at the very least. I would expect
Yeah, so you
that.
don't have to waste time going through your menus, re-equipping your shit.
Yep.
But here's what happens. Since Robo doesn't have his equipment, he can't fight.
I like how he literally is just standing there.
Now I'm wondering, does Robo not having his weapon mean he literally has no arms attached to him? Because that's the only way I can imagine him not being able to fight.
Yeah, we could obviously see his arms. He could do something. Nothing that's stopping you.
Not to mention the fact is he can shoot lasers, so he doesn't need fists to fight things.
The only thing I could think of is that Dalton literally just took Robo apart and only took the parts that let him do his special attacks.
Perhaps.
But even then, I'm like, I don't think Dalton's that smart.
Dalton's not that smart. He is the Mr. Satan of this game. Actually, no, that's not true. There's a different character that's the Mr. Satan of this game. And by that I mean his character model looks like Mr. Satan. I think we've actually seen him before. It's just been a long time since we saw him. Now this is why I said this is pseudo stealth, because you really can't avoid not fighting guys.
Yeah, the only time you have to avoid fighting is when you don't have Isla on your team or nobody's equipped.
Yeah. Ow. And replaying through this game, I do wish I could have recorded this. I don't hate this version. I just personally think that the Super Nintendo version having less load times makes this part go by a little bit faster.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, now we got Ayla's equipment back, which really doesn't matter. All that means is that Ayla gets her armor back.
Well, it's something at the very least.
True.
But still, it is nice that they at least acknowledge that Isla doesn't have any real weaponry other than her own fists.
True. So now we just have to find Luca's crap.
Robo's crap.
Oh, right. Sorry, Robo. Like I said, you have fists and lasers. You don't need your arm. You don't need your fists. You can just shoot things with lasers and missiles. There it is.
Yeah, they're just blocking it. It's like, oh, this is one interesting chest. Oh, no.
No, that was the money. God damn it.
Even better.
But Robo's crap.
Well, buy him new crap. Let's go.
But how are we supposed to beat up Dalton with only 2/3 of a team?
You have Isla. That's obviously possible.
Yeah, but then Robo's not going to get any experience, and that's going to be a bitch.
So he'll only miss out on 10,000 experience.
It's more the tech points that I'm concerned about.
So he'll miss out on like 2 tech points. No, he's not actually 2 tech points.
No, and if you don't grind for your techs, then by the end of the game, it's really, really freaking tedious to grind for tech points.
Unless you're playing the DS version.
I mean, there are grinding spots in this game.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to grind for them with like the new endgame stuff that they add in the DS version.
True. But there's also those rubbles that give you 100 tech points, and they keep respawning if you come. Well, no, I don't. Actually, now that I think about it, no, they don't respawn.
Yeah, they once you get into a battle with one, and if it escapes or you kill it, it never respawns again.
Yeah. Okay, Robo, we'll get your stuff back.
See, these guards are at least just guarding the damn chest instead of staring at it like jackasses.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got Robo's equipment. He's so happy he's doing a jig on the ladder.
Good old appropriate, like, sprite pausing.
Okay, so now we've got everything. All that's left to do now is beat the shit out of Dalton.
Actually, wait, didn't he take away all your, like, healing items and stuff, too?
Yes, he did. Shit.
Yeah, you still gotta get that. You got your money back. You just didn't get your, like, recovery items.
Now, speaking of Dalton, he also stole the Epoch, that bastard.
Shh.
How did he steal the Epoch? I don't understand. Oh, wait, we left the Epoch sitting outside the town like dumbasses. That's how he stole it.
Well, it's not like the Epoch ever really had any wheels, so we really couldn't do anything with it but leave it where it was.
But we can't leave this. How are we supposed to go back and tell everyone that Chrono's dead?
Don't worry, they'll figure it out eventually. I hope.
Yep. Oh, shit. Where'd all these assholes come from?
What are they even guarding?
I don't know, but Ayla finally learned fire tackle because I haven't been using Luca, like, at all. Sorry, Luca. Even my first playthrough of this game, for some reason, I just never ended up using Luca that much. And it's not that Luca's bad. It's not that any character in this game is necessarily bad.
It's personal preference.
It is.
Like, with me, I always like more physical hitters. Either that or just full-on, like, nukers.
I think it's more the fact that all the spells that Luca gets, a different character gets, and is pretty much better than her in every way.
Yeah, they're not as potent as Luca's, though. They just have elemental variety.
Luca learns Flare. That's the best thing she's got. She's the only character in this game that learns Flare.
Considering this is from the same people that made Final Fantasy, Flare is usually like the strongest possible spell in almost any game. You know, disregarding Ultima or like Meteor.
Yeah, I was about to say it would be the strongest attack in the game if Chrono didn't have his Ultima, which is Luminaire, which trumps everything in this game.
There's your healing items.
There we go. I mean, you can technically make Robo magic stronger than everybody's. In terms of magic, well, we're getting close to getting him, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Even though this is like a 20-year-old game, fuck it, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's the best part. It's one of the best reveals in the game, honestly. But yeah, now that we have everything, yeah, if we didn't have everything, the game would stop you and say, we haven't found everything yet. Do we really want to keep going? Because technically, you can keep going if you don't have everything. It's just a stupid reason. It's just stupid to do it.
If they do give you that option at the very least, instead of forcing you to look for everything, it's good for challenge runners, I guess. Just like
true, but do you really want to backtrack and get all of your stuff, like rebuy all your stuff? The only thing I wouldn't mind missing out on are items because I'm never gonna run out of money, so I can just rebuy everything.
Yeah, not to mention, you really never really use items even until the final battle.
I don't know. I use Ethers and Lapis. Those are the two main items that I use.
Still, I'm just remembering like this one video I've seen before. It's just all like, I'm running out of magic. Then use an ether, but then you can't buy ethers. But it's the final battle, but I only have 85 of them.
I thought that was elixir. Probably elixirs. Like, nobody ever uses elixirs. Like you said, I have 85 of them, but I need it.
But it's the final battle. I still might need it. It's too good to be used.
Not to seem rude, but that sounds like something you would do. You would like stockpile on elixirs and just never use them.
I think the reasoning behind that whole logic though is because like you go through the entire game not using that item, so then you start adapting to playing without it, and then by the time you get to the final battle, you don't even think about it anymore.
You go without you save it for so long that you forgot you even had it in the first place.
Yeah, unless you're getting really fucked by the final boss, you're like, wait a minute, oh man, if only I could recover. Oh wait a minute, oh right. All right, I'm back.
I'm guilty of doing that in this game, although I use Lapis a lot, honestly.
I think I only really remember not doing that in Tales of Exilia because, like those, what was it? I think Omega Elixirs, the ones that help restore everybody's HP and TP and whatnot.
I used elixirs up the ass in Xillia too because you need to use healing items in that goddamn game.
Yeah, Exilia 2 was definitely like much harder than the first one. Like, they were aware of how easy the first one was, so they had to, like, up the difficulty.
Speaking of Flare, Luca's finally starting to learn that, and then she'll be done learning her techs.
Yay.
So this is the point... this point of the Blackbird is purely meant to grind for techs.
It's like, oh, you got all your equipment back? Alright, cool. Let's have you not do anything with any of them, essentially.
This is why I kept Ayla, because she has a really high chance of getting critical hits. So if anyone's going to hit this turret, it's going to be her. Case in point. Thank you, Ayla. You are amazing.
Oh, so these, yeah, these are the equivalent of those boulders, huh?
Yes. And they have the exact same... So, as you can see, they have the exact same gimmick. They only spawn one time in this hallway.
At the very least, they seem easier to hit, because you actually got 2 for 2.
I think it's just completely random. Yay, double bomb. Thank God. I think that's another reason why I don't really much care for using Robo, is like, all of his techs are AoE, so he has to be in a specific spot for it to work. Area Bomb is a really good double tech, but it's extremely situational.
If anything, the only one that's not exactly AoE is just like the laser spin, because that hits everyone on the screen regardless.
Yeah. It's more just the fact that most of Robo's dual techs are AoEs. They're not just you can hit anything whenever you want.
Yep.
Fuck you. Use that hammer. Luca, can't you just dismember it? It's a machine.
It's your specialty.
Seriously, do it.
Yeah, don't worry, Isla got it.
So again, thankfully this quote-unquote stealth section is super easy. It's not like Skyward Sword, because fuck that section.
You mean like you mean all the trials?
No, the stealth section where all those bokoblins stole all your shit.
Oh, right.
And you have to, and you start off with absolutely nothing, and the first item you get back is the goddamn slingshot. So if you haven't been upgrading that thing, you're fucked. You remember doing that on your Let's Play, right?
Kind of. It's been a while since I played Skyward Sword, though, so...
Same here. The last time I physically saw it was when Chugga Conroy did it. A couple of months back.
Yeah.
And he made me look like an idiot by making that game look super goddamn easy.
Okay, we did not need the second lock all.
Well, better safe than sorry.
Look at that, was horrible aim.
This is gonna... If you're gonna fail at one of these, it's probably gonna be this one, because when there's 2 of them, and the RNG decides to screw with you...
There we go, Isla.
Yeah, but the thing is, do I have enough time to get the second one?
Does it self-destruct if you don't kill it in time?
Yes.
That's what I figured, because, like, with the other ones, like with the boulders, they at least ran away, but these, you can't really see them running away.
Yeah. I think it's a set number of turns before it happens. Yeah, there it goes.
No, oh no, wait, it just says it self-destructs. I thought it was something...
Yeah, it just No, it doesn't hurt you, it just blows itself up after a while.
I thought that's what it would have done, though. Just like if it tried, like, it does, like, a final attack that does, like, almost 90% of your health.
Yeah, you would think, but no. And our boss today is... Ah, shit, it's another golem.
This time on the wing of a Blackbird.
And it's red. Last time we fought this asshole, he kicked our ass. And, well, there were 2 of them, but still. Fuck. This is the golem boss. First things first, charm this asshole. Please give it to me.
It was the thought that
counted. Ah, you bastard. Fuck.
I always like that little... Like, instead of just telling you, you got nothing, it's like, oh, it's the thought that counts.
I don't know. Alright, so he's gonna... So here's the thing. Charm him. And make sure you kill him before he gets down to 0. God damn it, Ayla! You have one job. Please do it.
Stop not being sexy.
He's counting down. You gotta do it before he does whatever it is he's gonna do. Come on.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch! You have an item. I know you do. Hurry up.
Like, are you not supposed to use text on him while he's counting down, or what?
I actually don't remember. Oh, no, never mind. I decided just fuck it. If he's not gonna... Okay, so then when he gets to 0, it's like, shit. And he starts counting down again. I think I just decided fuck it. And now I'm just deciding, what do I want to do? Do I want to fight this guy? Or do I want to try and keep stealing his whatever item he may have? Because apparently the game does not want to give me the fucking item.
Impossible, I'm scared.
Thankfully, like me, this guy's terrified of heights and edges. So he won't fight you.
Honestly, who isn't scared of heights?
Well, there's people that aren't afraid. I mean, I'm technically not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of edges because that just... Duh.
Vertigo, essentially?
The theory of... The thing of... Just like, well, I have balance issues, so standing next to something that has no barrier scares the shit out of me.
Right.
So... But yeah, so basically... This fight is just a gimmick fight. You're gonna win. If you don't beat him fast enough, he does run away, and you don't get the experience. Whoa. Woe is you. I mean, but...
I mean, you just fought like a bunch of enemies that gave you like 500 tech points.
Well, here's Dino Tail. The way Dino Tail works, I'm doing it poorly. It does more damage the less HP Ayla has when she uses it.
Yeah, and I think another character gets something alongside that, but more thematic for them.
Yeah. And that's what happens if you don't kill him fast enough. He just kind of runs away.
Actually, wait, I think with Ayla's, isn't it that when she's at full health, she does more damage with it? Because I know with the other one, it's the less health, the more damage.
Maybe. I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. It might be that they're both the exact same, though.
Oh, this part's amazing.
Of course.
By the way. Thank you, Dalton, for adding wings to my badass airship.
Now we just gotta take it back.
The Aero Dalton Imperial. And this is great.
Stop the music.
The one and
there we go.
The one and only time this game breaks the fourth wall. Thank you, Dalton. And it just switches over to the crisis music instead.
He's like, that's more like it.
It's like it was going to play the Chrono Trigger main theme, and then Dalton's like, wait, no, I'm evil. Change the music. And this is also probably my favorite battle arena ever. Because Dalton just gave the Epoch wings. The idiot actually did something badass.
At the very least, he ordered something badass.
No, he actually was the one that put the wings on the Epoch. So because of that... Okay, fine. Aero Dalton Imperial, whatever. So... do you really have to do the Biff Tannen reference?
God damn it.
Make like a tree and get out of here. It's leave, you idiot. Make like a tree and leave. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong.
We're like, fuck it, we'll jump.
We're just gonna jump. We're gonna fight Dalton on the Epoch. Don't question how we're still standing on it while it's moving. It's a video game.
I don't know. I didn't question nothing, especially since we were fighting that golem on the wings of the Blackbird.
I mean, the suspension of disbelief can only go so far.
See, golem, this is how you gift someone.
Thank you for your lunch. Although, again, like the last time you fought him, every time you attack Dalton, he's going to counterattack with Iron Orb and cut your HP in half. Really, he's no different than the last time. If anything, he's even easier. There.
Good God.
He does counterattack with opposite magic. If I had given Robo some more... Oh, right, and Robo also has the blue mail, so, yeah. Thanks for healing me.
That works out, I guess.
Yeah, you can really easily break this game. But since Luca decides I suck at defense, you should be dead now anyway. Boom. Yeah, he's dead.
Go
that double bomb. If I had given Robo some more magic boosting, that double bomb could have one-shot him.
Oh, that was easy.
Bye, Dalton. Have fun messing with stuff in Chrono Cross.
See, not only did we get the epic back, now Luca knows Flare.
Yep. Oh yeah, since I'm probably never going to do an LP of Chrono Cross because I don't own it, technically Dalton is one of the main villains in Chrono Cross because he kind of exists in that game now because he got thrown through a time portal. But yeah, yay, press the square button. It makes us shoot lasers. Also, fuck the Blackbird.
I guess. I'm surprised when Dalton shot at them earlier that it didn't destroy the Blackbird.
He wasn't aiming for the Blackbird. He was aiming specifically for them.
Also, what was I going to say? Fuck, I forgot. You could buy Chrono Cross like on your PS3 through the PlayStation Network.
I think I could if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I know it's on there as a PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, it's only like $10.
Yeah, I think $10 at most.
Except I don't really have any way of recording PS3, so.
Not unless you get some component cables.
Or just buy a hopodge.
Yeah.
Don't hopodges come with component cables?
The old models, yeah, but the newer models usually have HDMI.
Oh, shit.
Hey, it would be a step up. Then you could finally record in HD at least.
Yeah, and I could finally record Zillia and Zillia 2 and Grace's F, because that's the only other Tales game I have for my PS3. But then I could record Switch.
Yep.
Oh, that would be amazing to be able to record the Switch.
It needed a remodel anyway. I didn't like the first version of it. Fuck this.
I didn't think of putting wings on an airship. Even though I'm from the year 1000 and know this kind of shit.
I've made robots 1,000 years before they are really gonna take off.
Poor Gato. He's the only robot in the year 1000 and nothing else comes of it.
All he is a punching bag.
Quite literally. Hey, at least the punching bag can punch back.
Yeah, if you're level 1 at least.
Anyway, now that we have our time machine back, we can find a way to go back and save Chrono, maybe? Although he did kind of die.
Though if my assumptions are correctly, we are going to be confronting one more person in the next part.
Well, we have to find a way to go and fight Lavos without Chrono dying again, so we need to find someone that knows about Lavos. Maybe we can find someone here in this time period.
Shifty Ice.
Find out in the next part.